Hello everyone. This is Jordan. If you didn't know that. So this is another video series I'll be doing because fuck my Let's Plays because I'm inconsiderate and I don't care about your feelings. um, so I'll be doing a read through of Homestuck for this video series. So it'll probably be ongoing for a while because I think Homestuck's kind of long. And this is pretty much going to be the most casual thing I've ever done. As you can see, I don't have any kind of like divided or sect off video area. I've got debut over here and whatever, Steam, Chrome, you can see Facebook, YouTube, whatever. So yeah, a few friends of mine are like, oh, you should read this, and I'm like, okay, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll make a video series on it, so I'm gonna make a video series of me reading through it. Like I said, I'm gonna pretty much be as casual as possible. I'm not gonna be doing any editing. I never really do much editing anyway, but I'm just kind of sitting here. I don't look nice. I'm wearing pajamas and I'm wrapped up under a blanket. Okay. So yeah, I'm just kind of chilling out. So anyway, I don't know what Homestuck is about at all, and I don't really know anything about it. I just know that it's kind of like this flashy, kind of like flash animation kind of type like comic thing. Something, I don't know what kind of words to put on it. It's MS Paint Adventures. So yeah, here we go. So this kid is standing in his room and he's got some posters and he's just chilling out. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? I've read a few panels, or whatever, pages, whatever, of Homestuck. Didn't get very far, and I originally thought like I could change the name here, and it just automatically types in Zoo Smell Poop Lord. So that's cool. So we try again, and then it enters John Egbert. So that checks out, and then we examine his room. And his room is all decked out with like cool shit like Con Air posters and Ghostbusters posters and other things. And anyway, so your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered across your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. Some words are randomly capitalized. You like to program computers, but you're not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. And I guess I don't really know it, so I guess he has like some kind of magician's chest. The sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms. He does not have arms, indeed. You pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. Quickly retrieve arms from magic chest, which is this right here. Quickly retrieve arms from magic chest, so he gets these little arms out of his magic chest with like a picture of, I can't tell who that is. And it goes, okay, so yeah. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest, but you use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Sylladex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. And here you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among these artifacts are 2 fake arms currently capture-logged in your Sylladex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of beagle puss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, whatever, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. Fuck it. So this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. Capture log the smoke pellets. And I guess the capture log is like his inventory or something. I don't know, this isn't like RPG format, I don't fucking know. You stow the smoke pellets in one of your capture log cards in your Sylladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you're at least starting to get the hang of the vernacular, at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining, which I guess are like inventory slots. Equip fake arms. You weren't totally sure if equip is a verb, copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you will give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to capture log the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. But this is probably unadvisable, since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Silidex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Siledex with a little more experience. I have no fucking clue what I'm reading. I don't know what these things mean. So, yeah. Examine Problem Sleuth poster. Oh, that looks cool. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. And what does this take us to? I guess it's a bunch of posters regarding Homestuck. Oh, here. That's the one he has, I guess. That's kind of a lot of money, though. Anyway, there's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. Read note on drawer. The note says, "Happy birthday, son. I'm so proud of you." The note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled-up poster. Take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. Acquire hammer and nails, they will come in handy. You first place the hammer into your Siledex, but now all of your capture log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. Take nails. You capture log 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck, which again is like so he only has a certain amount of slots, and I guess they just get like pushed out when he uses, I don't know. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you've gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you will do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. Squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet, the polished surface on your desk, it beckons. Combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now capture logged in the same card and can be used together. So they're like in the same... Yeah. You use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. Nail poster to the wall. Okay. So he uses the hammer and nails and then this, and it's like... It goes on the wall. Oh. Okay. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious. Exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. And it's a Little Monsters poster. Bad movies. Examine your Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel, homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you, plus a black president? Now you've seen everything. Examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Spurb beta launch. What is this link to? Huh. I guess I'm not going to bother with that. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. Eat cake. You're sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day and you have no intention of clogging your Siledex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone's messaging you. Examine incoming message. What the fuck? So I guess this is his computer with the crudely made Slimer background. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. Yeah. You're really proud of it. I love the files on here. Pff, dot cake. Fuck, dot cake. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. I can't read. You're so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your PesterChum application is flashing. Someone's trying to get in touch with you. And I've actually downloaded PesterChum before without even knowing it was a Homestuck thing. And it's basically like just an instant messenger. Anyway, only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Open message. Okay, so open the message, and I guess we can see the chat log here. I didn't even notice that before. So hey, what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a little Monsters poster. It's just so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh hell, that's such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. Okay, that's fine, but I have just one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle's unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No, did you? But I got 2 copies already. But I don't care, I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke and we both know it. I guess Game Bro is like a TV show or something. Yeah, why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. Lookout window. So, looks out his window at a tire swing. You see the view of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And there beside your driveway is the mailbox. Examine mailbox. And I guess we just, poof to the mailbox. Oh god, look at the glory in his eyes. Or trees in his eyes, I guess. Your little red arms... Wait. Yeah, the little red arms swingy-dealy thing, or whatever it's called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called, anyway? You don't have the time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail. And that means the beta might just be here. Go outside and check the mailbox. You're about to hurry down the stairs when you hear a car pull into your driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. Forget it, check mail later. So, he's just kinda mad that he's all up in his... Look at his little angry face. He's so disappointed. Anyway, if you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room. Stuck, if you will. In a sense which possibly borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever, the dude can just hold his damn horses. Examine games on your CD rack. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. What are they? Oh, cool. So there's actual things on here. Oh god, no. I'm not gonna do these. There's so many games here. Or there's so many different things here. I don't want to do all... Come on. Why would you make me do... No, I'm not doing it. Anyway. Read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. That was mentioned earlier, I think. So he pulls out this book out of his chest, and it's fucking gigantic. It's like his size. Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. Fuck it. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you'll have to capture log it. You're not sure you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. Set Pester Chum status to bully. I have friends playing Steam games and stuff. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel the Pester Chum client should reflect your mood in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. Answer chum. Is it there? Please say yes. Okay, so it's like a different one. Is it a different one this time? No, it's the same one. Anyway, is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, it's understandable, because you are really attractive. I'm attracted to you. Thank you. Just kidding. No, I don't have it yet. My dad is the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, like one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out. And stack. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. What's yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome. What the hell is that? You should totally brush up on your data structures, I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specimens? No. I could free up a card for you. Plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. What? Which is never what you have got. What have you got? Why all this awful English? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specimens. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. And also, I have no idea what a specibus or thing, I don't know what these things are. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. No, yeah, good idea. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure if Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Allocate hammer to stripe specimens. So it's like a list of stuff. Broom kind, poker kind, ice pick kind, golf club kind. Can't tell what that one says. I'm assuming it says shovel kind, hatchet kind, I think. Spoon kind, statue kind, spatula kind, screwdriver kind, blade kind. There's all this shit. Ice skates, wrench, fancy snit hat. You check the back of your strife specimens for the kind abstractus you have in mind for it. Select hammer kind. And then I don't know what the fuck that does. That does not tell me shit. Your strife specimens has been allocated with the hammer kind abstractus. Your hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. What are these things? So you go tell them on Pester Chum or whatever. I got a text. I'll answer that in a few. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah, okay, well that'll be the permanent allocation for your specimens. I guess I could have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant, and I still have no idea what that means. Capture log, Colonel's big book. Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which cards present some convenience. Examine Game Bro mag... Okay, it's a magazine, not a TV show. So the cover is like Spurb. Why the Game of the Year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. Read article. I could... Nah, I don't really want to read this whole thing. I love the grout. There's like the most radical things. Bro notes. Dennis was so wasted. Haha, I mean, damn. And then it's hats? I guess hats are the version of stars. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro yo ma. Oh, fuck. It just said bro yo ma. I might have to read this. I didn't actually play this game, but I give it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. Capture log game bro. Might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Capture log magician's hat. You expend your final card on the magician's hat. Get funny glasses 2. Okay. I was like I said, this is pretty casual, so I'm not using my real microphone. So if the quality is worse and you hear like more background noise, I apologize. But yeah. You don't have a free card in your Siladex. However, you're able to merge the Beagle Puss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. Okay, so I guess that's what those glasses are called. Wear disguise to fool Dad. John? Who is this John you speak of? You're quite certain there has never been, nor will there ever be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you're wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. Leave this room. Look at that! Oh, look at these beast posters, man! Just look at that. The swag and dopeness of this guy right here. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart, who you always thought looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hallowed tombs of Egypt that it's not. You're not sure about that, though. It doesn't look like Michael Cera. And anyway, on the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins. And he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumption. So we go downstairs. Holy fuck. Go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker. And then it just fucking links to the Betty Crocker Wikipedia. And the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. Admire harlequins. So, his dad has like an obsession for harlequins, apparently. And has like shelves of them. You check out shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. Examine the fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace. Damn it. Catapsha. Fuck it, I don't know what that... Categorically. At all times, without exception. As a domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home burrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Toss Game Bro into fire. But it's cool. Brotel Rwanda. Oh god, it's so rad. Now I want to read it. Fucking Brotel Rwanda. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. Fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives your portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. Topple the urn. Fuck yeah. You clumsily mishandled the sacred urn, ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon milling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You'd probably better clean up before Dad finds it. Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Examine oversized gift. So this is getting up to the point where I haven't actually read it, and I hardly read it before anyway. So he looks at the present, and it's got a tag on it. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what can be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Open large present. Oh, hell no. Capture log ashes. First you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. He got like a big fucking Harlequin doll from his dad. Having it in the middle of your floor, sprawled out all akimbo-like, that struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. You combine the ashes with the urn. You merge the sacred urn with ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been more tidier if you just used a broom and a dustpan. Put urn back. No one will be the wiser, except maybe people with eyes. Go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. Looks like Pastor Chum is acting up again. Examine third and fourth walls of the room. Armageddon, Face Off, Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby. Failure to launch. Check Pastor Chum. Okay, look at that shit. Come on. Right in his desk, dude. Tell me you wouldn't just love to be able to be watched over by Bruce Willis and John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. Dude, come on. You would feel safe all day. No question. Anyway, so another one of your chums is messaging you. Check message. This is a different guy. Show Pastor log. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, quote, as featured in the respectable periodicals, such as Game Bro magazine. That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that's a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have an insufferable weakness for... I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I still haven't decided on the mail. I just want to check the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John, what? You're wearing one of those disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No? Why would you even think of that? That's so stupid. Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, just kidding, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha. I know, John. Go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. Attach arms to doll. You don't care what Colonel Sasker says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. And this is about as far as I got, so... inspect the burnt paper on the floor. Broblero! It's the best fucking magazine in the world. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. Capture log the doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Read Colonel Sassacre's text. The creepy coral. I'm not reading that, just so you know. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but this text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. Find Dad and retrieve mail. Yeah, that's as far as I got before, so this is where it begins being new to me. Toss this fucking blanket. Fucking hot. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? Go to the study. Doesn't look like he's in here right now. Examine father's desk. So this is like, yeah. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capture log card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha. Oh, Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from the hat rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Combine second pipe with clever disguise. Oh god. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. This is to say, he's a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Examine capture log card. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your cell. Capture log, the capture log card. Oh, dear God. Play haunting piano refrain. Oh, well, you can't hear it. So, pages including sound will be preceded by an S in the command. Well, that's good to know. But you can't hear this. So anyway, play 52 card pick, or play 52 pickup. There's like the Joker and some like 12-year-old kid in a Halloween costume. It's a jester. And a bunch of half-naked men. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you were alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there sure is getting a kick out of it. You're allergic to their scorn. Attempt to leave the house. Okay, going out the front door. Oh, look at that Pro. Oh, man. That TV. High-C ecto cooler. Bitches ain't shit. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all the possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. Exit. You exit the house. You check the mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. And I guess there's more sound, but I'm sorry you can't hear it. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. This is beautiful. Oh, dang. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed or, say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It's your 13th birthday, and as with all the 12 preceding, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen Riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His core schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is obscene itself. It is a mystery, dispersing altogether like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Obscene diminishes little passions and increases great ones. As wind extinguishes candles and fans of fire. Fuck, I can't read. Walt Whitman. Yes, you're certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. So we continue. Leave a surprise for the mailman. No. See if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There is also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. Spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems like your dad has been doing so much baking, the glass is steamed up. God, he's so weird. But you can see what's on the table just beside the window. It looks like the mail's here. Including among it is a red package, some bills, and your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Well, unfortunately, the window is locked. You go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You're going in. Clever disguise, it's a time to work your magic. So there's more sound. I'll have it so it records my speakers in further episodes. Oh dang. Aw dang. Are you ready? Are you fucking ready? Okay, anyway, so we go forward. Aw damn. Aw damn, aw damn, aw damn. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this. Strife. Okay, I don't know what that is. What? Oh, fuck! Oh, God! You just go at it, what? Oh, this, I don't know what's going on, but it's badass. What the fuck, this is, what? What did that say, auto pastry? Fuck it, retrieve the package and flee to your room. You cannot abscond. What is absconding? It's like running away or something. You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And he now brandishes yet another artifact of confection. The man is ruthless. You better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. Equip disguise for defense. The Beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Oh god. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. Capture log the pie tin. You take the pie tin and unequip the Beagle Puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card, and smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just a distraction, you were. Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. Take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sassaker's text out of your Silodex. Sassaker, you beautiful bastard, now's your chance. It lands on them and makes them go. You abscond, which is running away. Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. Take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA, maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare capture log card is forced out of the Silodex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. Take package. The red package is addressed to you. Take the envelope. You got the Spur Beta. Okay. Exit kitchen. Get cake on couch. You capture log the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, by the way. I'm just kind of reading. Combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Oh god. Everything in your Silodex is much between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? Retreat upstairs. Fucking pictures all over the... Yeah. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You're going to need something to clean up the mess you're about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom, to the right is your dad's room. It is locked and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. I'm gonna stop this episode. I think it's been way over 30 minutes now, I think. Not that that's a problem, I just I don't want you guys to have to sit through 45 minutes or an hour or whatever of me reading. Granted, just some people have no problem with that. Possible. But, I'd rather keep it a little bit shorter and then just have multiple episodes. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna end this one here. I'll have another one up soon. Okay, bye.